it's your girl Alicia and welcome to another video. If it's your first time being here, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever you gotta do to support your girl. Yeah. So on today's video, which is also the first time I'm doing this type of video, I'm doing a girl talk, get ready with me type of video. I asked some of you guys on Instagram, and yeah, just on Instagram, TMI girl questions that you guys would like me to give my perspective on, advice, all that I gotta say about it. And some of you asked me so many questions. Some were deep, some were different. Actually, I didn't even get time to read all of them because I wanted to have a raw reaction to some of them so I can be able to be 100% transparent with you guys. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and again, don't forget to subscribe. So I won't be mentioning the names of the people who asked me the questions because of fan, subscriber, influential, confidential. What? Let's go with privacy. Yeah, let's go with privacy. So I already did my hair. I know my braids are kind of old, but I'm taking them out like the day after tomorrow. I think the day after tomorrow. Yeah. So I won't be mentioning the products I'm using. So if any of you wants to know which products I am using, they can go down in the description. I will leave them down in order, and I'll definitely, what the hell is happening? I'll definitely leave the links as well, so in case any of you wants to buy one of them, you can be able to find them easily. So the first question is, what is your fitness journey? How is your fitness journey going, and how do you get your waist snatched? Let's be honest, in the time of quarantine and all that time where we're all staying at home, my fitness journey sucked. So at the beginning of this year, I had almost around 83 kg. And I know it sounds like a lot. Okay, it is a lot, especially for a girl. Okay, it's not for a girl. For me, in my general area, because of my height, in that moment I was kind of overweight. So around March of this year, I started working out. I just have a coach and everything. I work out at, a lot of people tend to ask me this question. I work out at Kali Fitness. It's in near Tarama, near Woodland. So I have a coach and everything. But the one thing I know that helped me with my waist, because that's one of the questions, that's one of the things most people are concerned about the most when it comes to weight loss, especially as females. Drink a lot of water and don't eat until you're you want to puke, you know? The people eat until they want to puke instead of just eating to feel full, you know what I'm saying? So I tended to just go on I ended up going on a calorie deficit type of program, intermittent fasting. I feel like I was doing intermittent fasting even before because I don't know how to have big meals. So I can go a long time without eating, but the problem was that I was binge eating, especially when, most of us were in Somek in those days. So I would sleep really late, meaning I would go and make an omelet, and then after I make some popcorn, and then I get some peanuts, and then I make a sandwich, I make some avocado toast, and that's after midnight, you know? Because if you're not sleeping and you're just watching movies, you're gonna need something that is gonna distract you as you're watching the movie. Okay, I don't know about others, but that's me. So once I stopped those habits of binge eating, especially before I sleep, I lost a lot of weight. Right now I'm at 75 kg, which is the perfect, it's the healthy weight for someone my height. I'm 5'11", yeah, I'm 5'11". How do I forget? I'm 5'11", so that's the perfect weight for someone my height. But for I'm trying to reach around 70 so I can start taking protein and working, lifting a lot more. not for trying to, because I'm trying to gain one part of the body or lose one part of the body, just for a healthy mindset, because since I started working out, I just feel like I felt this form of relaxation and this form of balance. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what I can say. So I just took off my AirPods. I didn't want to get makeup on them or whatever. Next question is turn-offs and turn-ons. So we're getting into it now, huh? Anyway, so, well, let me be honest. When it comes to turn-offs, there might be a lot more. Because I am a person who is very, very, very picky. So when it comes to the guys, when it comes to the people I'm into, so I would say one of my biggest turn-ons is when a guy or whatever is actually very smart. I don't know why, like guys who are smart, like they're intellectually smart, just, it does something to me. I don't know what it does, but it does something to me. Like especially when they have an intellectual form of humor, like I love like laughing and all like jokes and stuff, but like the people like, how could I explain this? People I can watch like The Big Bang Theory with, you know, like The Big Bang Theory, most of the jokes are more intellectual than jokes. So if you can get them, like your sense of humor is like that, then turn on. So when a guy's not really that smart or has like no ambition or does not know like what exactly they want to do, like even if you don't know what you want to do, because honestly I don't know if I know what I want to do. I'm not sure I know 100% what it is I want to do with my life. I've not yet figured it out, and I'm in no hurry to figure it out because I am still living life. So I feel like you just have to, as long as the guy has ambition, he's smart, knows what he like, and is a gentleman. A gentleman is a big turn on for me. A gentleman is a big turn on for me. A guy who doesn't feel like, or a person who doesn't feel like they're like better than others, because I've realized a lot of guys be feeling like because maybe I'm good looking, all girls want me, or something like that. And immediately when you're like that, when you have this form, I love confidence, but when you have too much confidence, then ooh, I don't know about that, but I don't know about that. Because I'm more into like the nerdy, geeky type of guys. I'm more into the nerdy, geeky type of guys. And as long as, if that's, we're talking, right now we're talking about like, personality wise, right? If we're going physical wise, I don't know, because no one is perfect in this world. And the thing is, you might fall in love with someone's ambition and personality, but not be in love with their, like, not really like their physical, you know? Or you might love their physical, but not really like their like personality and stuff, which a lot of people tend to go into more. They tend to overlook the personality and go for the looks because it makes them look like, oh my god, I have a really hot boyfriend, or oh my god, I have a really hot girlfriend, without considering like, is this a person who's going to be able to raise my kids? Is this a person who's going to be able to, I don't know, something, you know? Turn-ons. But if we're going to be more specific, turn-ons, I would say very smart guy. Like, I prefer a smart guy. And because I'm really tall, I just prefer someone who's taller than me. You don't have to be extremely taller than me, but you just have to be taller than me, because I tend to wear heels. I don't really judge on physique. You never know. I might even fall in love with someone who's like shorter than me, so you never know. So yeah, is into that whole introvert type of thing, because I feel like sometimes I'm an introvert and sometimes I'm an extrovert. So I want us to have like that balance of each other. Okay, I'm more into introverts, let me just say that. I'm more into introverts because I feel like you're not in everyone's business, you know? Extroverts are in everyone's business. Not all of them, but most of them, like most of them. Have you realized TikTok has been like setting like high standards? Like you see a guy like on TikTok with all veiny arms and stuff and you're like, damn. And before you weren't that into it, like right now for some reason I am into guys with veins. Like that's just, for some reason it's just, ugh. Yeah. Anyway, it's just, And another turn off, because honestly, let me be honest, I get turned off very easily. You might be good looking like what, you might be what, you might have money. I don't really care what. But if I don't fuck with you, if I don't feel you like that, then it's not gonna work. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna force it, you know? Narcissistic. I don't like narcissists. I don't like guys who are just all out there. That's a turn off when you're all out there or all in people's business. And turn ons is a smart guy. Oh, I forgot. I don't know what it does to me. I don't know what it is. Guys who wear glasses. Guys who wear glasses is just, je ne sais quoi. I don't know. I'm like, damn, you're giving the whole, I don't know, Clark Kent type of vibe. You know, you're giving the Clark Kent type of vibe. Woo! Next question. After 6 years of heartbreak, it's been hard to find someone or fall in love again because I'm afraid of getting hurt. It's a girl? Yeah. Sister, I get you. Let me tell you something. Most people think, people who haven't been in relationships, always think relationships are so easy. Like you can get in one and get out of one just like that. 1 second. You can get in one and then get out of one just like that. And the thing you don't realize, bro, especially if you've been in a very committed relationship, like I was in a very committed relationship for like 2 years. Was it 2 years? 2 years and a half. So yeah, something like that. So I was in a very committed relationship, and when I got out of it, I've been feeling like I don't want to be in another relationship so soon because I didn't really get heartbroken. It's not that I got heartbroken because he's still one of my closest friends. Honestly, he's still someone I can go to because I'm not the type of person where if we break up, we become strangers again, you know? We're still friends, like, bro. You were in my life for 2 years. You saw a part of me other people didn't see, and you're just gonna get out of my life like that. That ain't gonna happen. Where you at? We're going for dinner as friends. So, but the thing is, the advice I can give you is, girl, take your time and make sure not to rush yourself, because if you go into something when you're not ready, you're not gonna hurt yourself alone, you're going to hurt the other person as well. Wait, I said heartbreak. Okay, so I would say that you first take time and heal and find yourself again before you go into any other relationship or rush into anything else, because if you rush into it, you're not doing, like, whatever you're doing will only hurt you. It will hurt the person you're going into that relationship with, because you still have this trauma of the other person right on your shoulder. You won't trust the other person. I say it was a trust thing. You won't trust the other person because you feel like he's like the other guy. Like this saying where guys are always, nowadays guys be saying all girls are for the streets, or girls be saying all guys are for the streets. But there are some people out here who actually have genuine feelings and they genuinely want to make you happy. So I would say don't rush into anything. I know 6 years is a long time, but it can even take 10 years, you know? If you haven't found your person, you haven't found your person. Don't rush, don't take your time, heal first. If you need to confront it head on, I would say confront it, because there's some people who need to confront whatever they feel, like towards the person who hurt them first before they can move on. I'm that type of person. I need to confront something before I can be able to move on past it. So what I'm saying is just take your time, heal. It can take even 10 more years. Just heal first and make sure that you're going into another relationship for you and not for another person. just, you know, when you find your one, like I want to find my one, you know? When you found your one, you feel it, you know? Like there's no stress about it. Like you just found your person. Like that's your person. You can feel it deep in here. You don't question it. You don't feel anything. You just feel like that's my person, and that is it. So yeah, baby girl, choose you first. Be with yourself first. Fall in love with yourself first. Give yourself more love, and then you'll be able to give love back. Be able to fall in love with someone else after you fall in love with yourself, because that's when you know who you truly are. That's my own opinion. What kind of person you are? Oh, what kind of person are you? Okay, so I feel like if I describe myself, that is a little bit sounding like I'm hyping myself up, or I don't know, or I'm not being humble. And one second, let me zoom in a little. And I don't know how to, I actually don't know how to describe myself. I don't know how to describe myself. Am I going to say I'm a kind person? I don't know, because am I going to say I'm a bad person? I don't know. So how about, by the way you guys see me on the video, then you describe me in like, try to describe me like in the comments. How about that? You try that. Like, let me give you that challenge. Try to describe what type of person that I am in the comments. What type of person I am in the comments. Yeah, let me see. Another question is, how do you deal with ghosting? It depends. Am I the one getting ghosted, or am I the one doing the ghosting? Honestly, everyone has been ghosted before. I have been ghosted before. Like, it's a way of life, I guess. I have been ghosted before, and it's not a good feeling. But the thing is, for me, I'm the type of person, if you do ghost me, I'll ask you why you're ghosting me. Like, I need the reason why you're ghosting me, because unless I did too much, because I tend to be too much sometimes. I tend to do too much sometimes, so yeah. If I did too much, then I'll understand why you're ghosting me. If I didn't, then I need a reason, you know? So yeah. But if I'm the one ghosting, how do I deal with ghosting? Honestly, ghosting sucks. Getting ghosted sucks, especially if it's someone you feel like you're into. It sucks, but I feel like at the end of the day, you should just move on, because if it's someone who's actually meant for you, they won't ghost you. If it's a friend ghosting you, then bro, that was not your friend. That was just like someone who just had to pass through your life, because they're just people who are in your life right now. They're just passing through, you know? They're not gonna stay there forever. They're not gonna be what in your life. So, you know, move on. Unless it's someone you're into, then fine. If it's someone you're into and you feel like you did nothing wrong or blah blah blah, I feel like you deserve a reason why. But I also understand the people who ghost, because sometimes I do ghosting. I know it's not a good thing, but it happens like unintentionally. I don't do it intentionally, you know? I don't be like, I'm ghosting this person. It just happens unintentionally. Like, I don't want to do it. It just happens, especially if like I'm not into you like that, or you're doing some cringe, creepy shit, because niggas out here be doing some cringe, creepy shit sometimes. So yeah. If you're doing too much, too fast, then honey, I'm gonna ghost you, but not because I want to, but subconsciously I end up ghosting you. Or if I'm into someone else, so if I'm dating someone, then I will ghost you subconsciously. Especially if I've informed you that I'm into someone else and you still insist, then, you know, yeah. If they're meant to be in your life, they'll stay. If they're not, then you also gotta dip. Cut it. How do you deal with rejection? I don't know how I deal with rejection. It depends. If it's rejection in life, I feel like you always have to be rejected in order to find something greater, because maybe God has a better plan for you. So if it's something like business-wise or education-wise and you get rejected, I feel like sometimes you should just, like, it hurts, like it sucks, of course, but you should just like not give up and keep looking forward, because at the end of the day, God has better plans for each and every one of us. So if you believe that, and then you put everything in God's hand, then it's gonna work out, period. But if it's like in relationship-wise and rejection, like you ask let's say you're a guy or a girl and you ask a girl out, and like, I know it sucks. It sucks. It has happened to me before, so, 1 second. Can I call you right back?
Yes, sure.
Alright, so as I was saying, I get that it sucks, but sometimes what's meant for you accepts you. What's not meant for you, it's not meant for you. And you should not feel any way about it. And you know, most of the things that have happened in my life, most of the people I've met, most of like the job I have right now, or like the person I am right now, is because, like I said in my last video, failure is the only way that, that's my new baby. I'll show her to you guys after. So failure is the only way to actually succeed. So don't count failure as failure, just count it as something that is just in your pathway to the best life. So yeah, rejection is something like that as well. If this nigga rejects you, if this shorty rejects you, you're gonna find better. You're gonna find a baddie, you know? According to you, does money solve problems or bring problems? Bro, money is the root of all evil and the root of all greatness. Let's be real here. Money is good and it's also bad. So I don't know how to answer that without being biased in some area. Because I do believe money does a lot of bad things. It builds nuclears, it creates war, it creates this and this. But also money saves a lot of people, pays medical bills, buys food, does... Bro, I am 50-50 there. But let's be honest, I am more into money does good. So that's me. So I can't really know how to get into this question. How long is the longest you had feelings for someone? 3 years. 3 years. The person I was with, I was into them before we started dating. So that was a really long time. So 3 years. 3 years, I said 3 years. How? Anyway, I'll get into that in another video. If you want to know about whatever, I'll get into that in another video. Let's just say that. Next question is it okay to have sex on the first date? Well, I don't know. I feel like it's your body, it's your choice. In my opinion, I feel like it's your body, your choice. If you feel like you want to, then girl, go ahead. Guy, go ahead. Nigga, go. Shorty, go do you. These are questions from a girl, so I'm gonna say it in a girl's perspective. So if you feel like you want to, then go ahead and do it. In my opinion, I wouldn't do that. Because honestly, it takes me a really long time to be comfortable with someone just for like even me just hugging you and feeling comfortable around you. I need time for that. So getting more intimate with someone like that, it takes time. But I would also say if you want something serious with someone, then you should wait a while. But because sometimes like, especially if you're like, two guys, hooking up is just hooking up, you know? It's just a one-night thing. They're not like girls who actually involve feelings. I know some girls don't involve feelings, but guys definitely don't involve feelings when it's a one-night stand. So yeah. So if you want like a serious relationship with a person, I definitely think you should wait a while and make them work for it. Because guys, let's be honest, are predatory creatures, and they feel better when they work for something than getting it just like that. If they get it that easily, the first thing the guy's gonna think of, maybe she's that easy to get even with other guys, you know? So, but if to you also, as the girl, if it's just a one-night thing and you just feel like, I'm into you, I want to, then girl, go do it. Go do you. And you never know. You never know. Like, you never know. Maybe it might lead into something serious. Like, maybe feelings might develop. But I feel like if you're going into it, like, if you want to do it, like, on the first date and you feel like the guy's going to fall over you and all that, then don't go in full on. Just, like, don't go in with all feelings. First, feel the vibe. Definitely don't ask the guy, what are we, just after a one night stand. Like, what the hell is that? Like, what? Nah, shorty, nah. But if you want to, then go ahead, do it. I don't judge. I feel like people shouldn't judge. If a guy can do it, then definitely so can you, girl. So can you. How would you rank the following in importance? Family, career, love life. I feel like family definitely first. Family definitely first. But it depends also if it's your own family, like your own kids, or your family, like your siblings and stuff. So it depends. I feel like family, love life, career. Love life depends if you like the person you're with, or like you're 100% serious with them, like they're like, I don't know. If they're like your husband or your wife, then love life and then career. But if it's something like, if it's a career that's really important to you, then I don't think there should be a choice between love life and career. You should just have to make it work. It's 2022. A girl can have it all. She can do it all. I can do it all. So yeah. Do you believe in giving people second chances, and why? Honestly, yes I do. Mistakes happen, and you should always forgive someone. Like, forgiveness is something that you should always have. Second chances, and it also depends on who in general we're talking about. So if it's second chance like with a friend, then definitely you should always give a second chance. Or if it's a second chance with someone you love, like a love life or a partner, then definitely as well. So I feel like a question that would have been better, I don't give second chances, and why is because people make mistakes. We're only human and there's nothing we can change about that. But what you shouldn't give, what you shouldn't forgive is when the person, instead of making it as a mistake, is when the person tries to make it a routine, tries to make a habit out of it. Because let's be honest, people out here are selfish. So most people only think about themselves, and when they start to make things into a routine and you keep forgiving, then they'll never change. They'll keep being the same people. They'll keep being the same person they were, keep hurting you and keep betraying you. So I think it's better. A second chance, definitely. A third chance also. But if they turn to make it a routine, then definitely not. So I think I left my setting powder in my friend's house, so I'm just gonna use like my foundation powder. So do you think people fall in love because the right person has arrived, or because the time is right, regardless of whom the person is that they fall in love with? I don't know how to answer that, because I feel like I've realized most people tend to get married and to have make all those decisions because it's about time they do it, without actually considering if this person that I'm with, is this the person I want to build a family with, is this the person I want to have, like, is this the type of person I want my kids to look up to? Because people here tend to do things that are actually thinking about the long run. So I feel like it's best if you wait until you find your person. You might even be 50. You might get married now and then get a divorce and find your person when you're in your 50s, and that is like your real person. So, honey, I feel like most people tend to get married and tend to fall in love with people because it's about time more than it's the right person. Yeah. What is your ideal perfect date? My ideal perfect date is a movie date because I'm into movies, and so if you're into movies too, then perfect. Oh, we're gonna spend the day watching movies, we're gonna make a pizza and drink wine. That's my perfect date. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect date. Or we could go for dinner. We could go for dinner. I love roses, so you should definitely bring flowers. Because I don't know what obsession I have with flowers, but I'm into flowers so much. So my ideal date is that. I'm more of an indoor type of date because I don't really like big things, so I don't know. But if you want to give me the princess treatment, why not? Like if you want to take me to another country, like, you know, instead of driving me somewhere, you want to fly me somewhere for just a 24-hour date, like why not? I'm not gonna lie. How old were you when you, wait, what? How old were you when you got your first kiss? I was 15 years old. I was 16. No, I was 16 years old. I was 16 years old when I got my first kiss. No, I was 15 turning 16 because it was on my birthday. Yes, I was 15 turning 16. That's when. What is your definition of cheating? Anything that you feel like you can't do in front of your partner is definitely cheating. Anything that you feel like you have to hide from your partner that you're doing with someone else is definitely cheating. 5 things that irritate you about the opposite sex. I don't know. When a guy is not clean, ew, ick. That just does something. Like I do not feel this form of attraction towards you. When the guy feels like he's better than others, ick. That's second. Third, narcissism, ick. Fourth, I don't know why I feel like if a person, like the person of the opposite sex, I know men have this pressure on them to always have to be like providers and everything. I feel like the world has put this pressure on them. For girls, it's simpler, you know. If like she doesn't get money, she can marry well. I don't know. Girls, I feel like we always have different type of options. And I'm not saying it's easy for girls. That's not what I'm saying. But for guys, they have this form of pressure on them. So when it's a guy who is just lazy and doesn't know what they want and is just there waiting for things to happen for them or for their parents to do something for them, that is ick. And the fifth is a guy who's not a gentleman, who feels like this nonchalant vibe, this vibe where you're like, I don't care, blah, 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 is a turn on, then honey, that is not a turn on. Not for me. For some girls, yeah, for me, ew. For me, ew. I just find that you're trying too hard. Because I know you care. Like, I don't know. But giving me that nonchalant vibe instead of just being a nice decent human being, that's like ick for me. That's like major turn off. So yeah, those are 5. What do you think about the LGBT community? I support it 100%. If you're into girls, be into girls. If you're into guys, be into guys. Do you, baby. Whatever you want to do you. Love who you want to love. This thing of people saying it's a sin to do this, it's a sin, it's a sin. Honey, do you know how many sins you're doing? You lying, that's a sin. You stealing, that's a sin. You drinking alcohol, that's a sin. I don't know, that's a sin. So you judging someone because telling them it's a sin to be doing this, then honey, you need to check yourself first. Check yourself first. Another question is, I feel like there's so many questions that I don't know where to start from and where to end from. Would you ever marry someone for their money? No, but if I'm broke and it's the last resort and there's no other thing for me to do, then I'll love to marry you. I'll learn to love you at some point. I may not love you right now, but I will learn to love you, you know? If you treat me well, if you give me that princess treatment, I will learn to love you. So I can't say I can't marry someone for their money. I've never been put in that position, you know? Give me like Bill Gates money, let me show you. When is the wedding? Where are the wedding bills? Where are they? Hey, Chile. Some of you don't know. But that's just if I have no other options. I'm too me. Like I'm too the type of person who feels like I need to achieve my own things, and I never feel comfortable being owned. Because if you're owned, bro, they control you. Guys out here, when they have more money than you, when they know you need them, they control you. Even girls. I'm not gonna say that because it's not about only having sugar daddies, there's sugar mummies nowadays too. So yeah. Anyway, I'm done with my makeup. Let me put on my earrings. So I feel like there's so many questions. Some of them I'll have to answer them in a part 2 of this video. But I will answer a few. What is your take on sex? I feel like it's something that is just natural. It's natural, so it is what it is. I'm 23 and I have this pressure that I have to lose my virginity at some point because all my friends have. Okay, I get the pressure, but I just don't feel like you should be feeling it because honestly, if you haven't found the right person for you, then you shouldn't do it. If you haven't found someone you're comfortable with like that, then you shouldn't do it because you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life. It doesn't have to be the right person. It doesn't even have to be someone you're in love with. It can be just like someone that you're 100% comfortable with. I feel like that's much better. So you should always definitely, if you're trying like to lose your virginity, especially if you're a girl, I think you should just do it with someone you're comfortable with, someone you feel like you can be yourself with. So yeah, don't feel pressured into it. You know, maybe you want to find the one, maybe you want to do it the first time you get married. You know, you want to do it with the person who's going to be the love of your life. So you never know. I just feel like you shouldn't be pressured because nowadays most people lose their V card around the age of 15 or around the age of 16, which is insane, but I don't judge. And I feel like that is a decision they decided to do. That is a decision they decided to make because they actually thought about it. I don't think that you actually think about it at that age, but if you know what you're doing, then you should just do it, and you should not be pressured by it, especially by friends or by stereotypical things that are going on right now in this world. Definitely never do things because you're pressured into them, because you will hate yourself and you will regret it for the rest of your life. And maybe you're just not comfortable yet. You haven't found your person, like I said. So yeah. Duh. I have a boyfriend, so every time we're about to do the deed, I have a boyfriend, but every time we're about to do the deed, I always switch off the lights because I'm insecure about my body. First of all, girl, why are you insecure about your body? If the nigga, how did I forget to put mascara? If the nigga is making you feel insecure, then bro, dump his ass. Dump his ass. The nigga who makes you feel insecure about your body should not be touching your body. But if it's just because it's in your mind, let me put your heart at ease. Do you see these niggas out here? Do you see these niggas out here? The moment it's time for the deed, honey. They don't care if half your leg is burnt. They don't care if you have a million stretch marks. They don't care if what. As long as they're hitting it, as long as they're tapping that ass, they won't care, bro. They won't care. So if it's someone, especially if it's someone you're into and you guys are you've been in a relationship for a really long time and you're still feeling like this, unless he's the one making you feel like it, which I said dump his ass. But if he's not, then honey, you should feel more confident. But you should also probably talk to him about it as well, because maybe he's not making you feel comfortable. Maybe he's not making you feel comfortable. Maybe he's not showing you the type of love that you want to feel in that moment. So So you should probably talk to that guy as well, because if it's not enjoyable for you, it won't be enjoyable for him, I think, because it goes both ways, definitely. So yeah, but about being shy and insecure about your body, honey, don't be insecure, because these guys, the moment the clothes are off, they do not care. They don't care. That's true, 100%. How do I look? I'm gonna do a high ponytail. I'm gonna do a high ponytail when I do go. So, anyway, let me see. What last question should I answer? What last question should I answer? How did you lose your virginity? It's giving head good. Bro, you guys asked me the weirdest question. Okay. What is... Okay. Let me just find something else. I recently broke up with my best friend, and I'm not sure if I want to be friends with her or if I want to reach out. I don't know. But I don't think the relationship is worth saving anymore. Honey, if you feel like this friend was so toxic in your life, then cut her or he off, because these type of people that are toxic in your life drain you and end up taking the energy out of your life, and that's not something you need. That's not something you require in your life. So, honey, if you don't feel like it's worth saving, or if the other person also isn't doing as much as you're doing, then there's no point of saving the relationship, the friendship. And this goes with everything in life. If the person does not appreciate you and does not see exactly what you bring into their life, move on, honey. Move on. Because like I said in the relationship question, there's a billion people in this world, and there's some who are just there to just pass through you. So yeah. Anyway, some of the questions are so like, I don't know, so I have to answer them. I'll have to do another girl talk maybe next week. Maybe next week or next week, so I don't know. But definitely I loved most of these questions, and I know some of them are too TMI, too much information, so bear with me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do to support your girl. And please tell me down in the comments what type of videos, what type of videos you'd like me, what type of videos you would like to see me do more of from now on, because I'm going to be posting at least twice or once a week, and I'm going to make it a routine. It's going to be a lifestyle. It's going to be a must, and that's on period. So thank you guys. And now let me go take some pictures for the thumbnail. See you guys next time. Mwah.